In 2021, 1,820 kids died in the U.S. from abuse and neglect. That's according to the National Children's Alliance. And that's why groups like Spokane's own Vanessa Behan are providing a safe spot to land for both kids and caregivers who need extra support. Natalie Grant shines a light on why this program is so essential to our community and how they still need your help to keep Spokane's kids safe.
Sometimes life gets hard, especially for parents in a crisis situation, not knowing where to turn next.
I struggle a lot with my anxiety, and I have BPD as well. So it's like, I don't know, I'm a roller coaster of emotions, if you will.
For the past year, Kelsi Roop has taken her two children to Vanessa Behan when life's challenges grew too big.
I was in a bad relationship, a pretty abusive relationship, and sometimes it could be every other day. I try not to call too often because I want to spend time with him, but my anxiety sometimes is like so up here that I don't know how to control that, so I definitely utilize them a lot.
Vanessa Behan is open 24 hours a day to accept babies and kids up to 12 years old who need a safe place to be cared for and supported.
If there's a flood in the house, if there's a death in the family, if there's been a car accident, if the finances aren't going to meet that month and you're just overwhelmed, before you take it out on your child or before you parent in a way that you just are distracted from their care, give us a call.
Amy Vega, the executive director at Vanessa Behan, says the overall goal is to provide kids immediate refuge from abuse while simultaneously supporting parents and families, making sure they are not alone on their parenting journey.
But this isn't just for families who are abusive and neglectful, right? The idea is that we're preventing that. And so we want parents to call us when there's an emergency and they don't know where else to turn, so that they can focus on whatever that situation is and allow their children just that simple joy of being a child.
Vanessa Behan is unlike any other facility in our area. And over the years, as their facility has grown, so has the local need.
Families are becoming closer to the margin. The stress is getting bigger. The difficulty in raising children is harder. There's just so many pressures on a parent.
According to the staff at Vanessa Behan, in July of this year, they had almost 700 visits from kids coming into their space. Still, they had to turn away almost 600 other families who asked for their help. And it's not because they didn't have the space, but rather the funding.
We've got about a $4 million gap between what we're doing today and what it would take to be at capacity. We've got the space. We just need to scale and grow. We've got to stop asking our kids and our families to wait. We've got to figure this out and figure out how we can grow our budget so that we can meet that demand.
Vanessa Behan is privately funded, meaning they rely on community donations that can oftentimes be a lifeline for kids in the inland Northwest.
We are nearing 40 years of doing this work, and it wouldn't happen if this community didn't say, we're in this together. These are our children, and we all have a responsibility.
According to Vega, investing in these children early on plays a big role in the future of our community.
The things that we're dealing with in this community as far as needing to build a new jail, or the homelessness downtown, or the crime rates, or domestic violence, the substance misuse, that stems from trauma in childhood. So instead of investing in those things 20, 30 years down the road, if we get it right and invest in our children early, we won't deal with that down the road.
And for the people like Kelsi who need these services, when you ask them what they would do without it,
there's nothing else really out there that offers that support. So I don't know, honestly.
Now, in a couple weeks, not this weekend, but next weekend, Vanessa Behan's hosting their largest fundraiser of the year, the Pumpkin Ball, and it's hosted by these two lovely ladies over here, hoping to drum up some funds for them. Should be a fun night.
It's my first time. Chris, you've done it many times.
Yes, it is a tradition every fall in the inland Northwest, and people show up and really support such a tremendous organization who's needed more than ever.
Yeah. And the same sentiment was echoed last year when I spoke with a parent. What would you do without this organization? I don't know. There isn't another option.
Yeah, absolutely. It just really speaks to the need in this community, and they said that they can double, but they just need the funding for it. And an important point too, if you can't make it to the Pumpkin Ball, they say they do accept donations year-round, whether that's writing a check or if you just have some spare diapers laying around your house or formula. Those are two things that they say that they always are in need of donations of. So you can always just drop by and drop those off. They would really appreciate it as well.
Yeah, it's not just when you're in crisis, it's when you need help.
Yes,
They're
absolutely.
there for the whole parenting journey. Thank you so much,
Thank
Natalie.
you.